The clock is ticking. This is episode 8, and in this episode I'm going to try and show you what goes on in the background for this big cycle trip that we're going to do in 3 weeks' time. It's not just about cycling and training for cycling. There's a hell of a lot of organisation that goes into this that maybe some people don't realise. I think you'll find it quite an interesting video, so please enjoy. First and foremost thing about planning an expedition like this is where to start. Now, the idea came into our head, and before we went out there and told people that we're going to do this, we committed ourselves to get into it. So the first thing we did, we booked flights. We arranged our dates and we booked our flights from Larnaca to Oslo, and then we calculated how long the route would approximately take us. We worked out it would be 30 to 35 days. So we then booked the return flight from Barcelona to Larnaca via Athens. Once we'd done that, we made a video, which I'll show you about shortly, announcing that we're going to get out there and do this, and it started the ball rolling. So once we announced this, we had to start to do some planning. We have been doing our own different things. Dave spends a lot of the time in the UK. I'm mainly here in Cyprus most of the time. But the first thing that I went and did was set up a file on the computer, and we just throw everything in there. You can see it's broken down to many things. There's the route itself, the promotion, which is a big thing, trying to raise money for the charities, etc. The videos, a lot of work goes into the videos. I've picked up some good sponsors that are helping us in many ways. The planning, that's another story. Photos that we're doing along the way. Music is for music that I'll be putting into the videos. Merchandise, on the side I do a t-shirt printing business, so we're printing our own bicycle jerseys and t-shirts, etc. And country flags, that's just part of the promotional video stuff. So going into the route, as most of you probably know this by now, I'll just get you the whole route to show you. Where is it? Route photo. So that's where we're going. Oslo, 10 countries, right down to Barcelona. That is the plan. And one thing that's untied at the moment, we're looking on booking.com to find a place to stay as soon as we land in Oslo. We land in Oslo the early hours of Sunday morning. So we want somewhere, a room with a couple of beds, something cheap where we can just set up the bikes and take our time, get out there, see Oslo, and then the next night we can prepare for the following morning, where we will start from the Royal Palace in Oslo. Now, a couple of things that create a lot of interest are the Facebook page. This is where we keep everybody up to date, and my personal web Facebook thing as well. And in that we put a lot of videos. We're now on episode 8, and previously 2 years ago when we did our Barcelona to Athens run, we made 30 episodes which people found really interesting. Now those videos, they really do take a lot of time and effort. So if you can imagine, you've done a 6-hour cycle ride, you found your camping site, you've set your tent up, and it's then that I have to put the videos together, and that's done on this. which the footage comes from this. So this is my GoPro. Amazing quality, this little thing. But we get all the footage on the GoPro, and then after, when we're sitting down, we're relaxing, it roughly takes me about 4 hours to string a video together, a 10-minute video, and then it has to be uploaded, which can take between 10 minutes or it can take 3 hours. So you find yourself that you're sitting around a Wi-Fi zone waiting for the click saying it's uploaded, and then you do all the tagging everybody, you like and share it, you share it in different pages, you try and push it. There's a hell of a lot of work that goes into the videos. Now, whilst I'm here in Cyprus at home, I do my videos here on iMovie. Now iMovie, I can throw everything from the GoPro into there, and as you can see in this little timeline here, this is where it all goes on. This is the video I'm making right now, so it all goes together in this little timeline. You put your sound effects, you put your music, there's lots of cutting, dragging, pasting, slowing down, speeding up. As I say, a hell of a lot of work goes into this. On the iPad, the iMovie program isn't quite as advanced as the Mac, so you have to just live with what you've got to try and put the videos together. Also, if I'm at home, I can just, let's say a music track, for example, which would be there. I can just download it and send it to the timeline. When we're away and I've just got the iPad, I have to have the music pre-downloaded, so I've got to take with me about 50 tracks on the iPad, and you've got to be careful here because of copyright issues. This is one particular one I use on YouTube. It's no copyright sounds, and you can download the songs. They're pretty good, uplifting songs. Let's play one. Skip the ad. Bloody adverts on YouTube are getting more and more. So you can see the music's nice, uplifting. This is what we want in our videos: positivity and uplifting music. But that is copyright. As long as I mention who did the music, etc., we can get away with it. Now, literally, this is 3 weeks on. At the beginning of this video, I said there's 3 weeks to go, but things have been so busy. I've just been trying to do my work, the marketing, everything for this big trip. Before I knew it, before we know it, the trip is on top of us and we leave tomorrow. So I'm just going to have to cut this video short now. The last thing I just wanted to mention is these things. These are the kind of posters we work on that we put around bars for the promotion of the trip and the charities, the Serious Dog Sanctuary and Max. There's also, oh man, there's t-shirts that I do as well. I haven't even got time to show you because I've got to go now. The next episode is going to be made tomorrow, and that is going to be called The Trip to Norway. So this is how busy we are. Once again, as always, we all appreciate your support. It's just amazing. Knowing that people are behind us in this big event is just spurring us on more and more. So we'll see you in episode 10 tomorrow, The Trip to Norway. Cheers.